So it was a big surprise to me, like how much support and how much love I got from you guys. But we did the ultrasound and we saw his we saw him open his eyes. And another thing, you see, I feel that I have so much to share now, and I gave birth on Christmas. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Happy Happy Wednesday morning. It's currently 11:30 and I decided to vlog today because yesterday we actually went to the OB. So we had our appointment, I was 32 weeks yesterday, so I turned 33 weeks today, and we had our appointment. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to vlog, or I didn't vlog yesterday because I was busy editing a video for you guys, which I'm pretty sure you guys have already watched. If not, it is in regards to the big revelation I shared with you guys. So I'll leave the link up here, somewhere up here, or maybe in the description below if you guys are interested in that. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed my big revelation to all of you. But anyways, besides that, hope you guys are all doing good. Me and Marco are doing good. We are busy, trying to get back into the routine of editing, filming and such, because after Christmas, you kind of tend to slack around, but we have to get back to business. Today is the 6th of January. It's actually a holiday here in Italy and the rain is just incredibly bad. I mean, you guys can see how cloudy it is outside, but it has been raining for the past few days, so I haven't been really able to wash all of baby C's clothes because of the weather. But guys, first and foremost, I don't want this to be like a scripted vlog video, but first and foremost, guys, I just want to thank you because after publishing the video, actually before publishing the video, my big revelation video that I uploaded yesterday, honestly, I didn't know what people's reaction would be like. What I expected was that people would be upset or maybe unsubscribe or just kind of ignore the fact of what I just said, because I felt that people would be judgmental, because that's how we are. We have to admit that we are judgmental when it comes to these things. So it was a big surprise to me, like how much support and how much love I got from you guys, and it really touched me. Like the first few comments, I mean all of them really touched me, but the first few comments, as soon as I published it, I got teary-eyed again because I just didn't expect the reaction that you guys gave. It's so great because now I know that, and I didn't expect that people can actually relate. There are actually Filipinas, which I don't know why I didn't think this before, are in the same situation as me, that have kids as well, and that has a, foreigner boyfriend that accepted them as who they are, and the whole package, with the kids, without the kids, and to know the fact that there are also other Filipinas who have kids who feel like giving up. I want to be that inspiration to you guys in any way that I can, that, good men do exist. And, if you can relate to me, I know that we've been through a lot with our past relationships, and sometimes we just feel like giving up. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much, because I did not expect it at all. It was all a big surprise for me. So if you guys surprised, I also got surprised on my end. And Marco was actually really happy that I shared it with you, because he knows that I haven't shared it with you. And then when I told him the idea, he was like, well, yeah, why don't you share it? I mean, it's you, it's a part of you, and people will definitely be able to relate. Ayun guys, before we continue with this vlog, I just wanted to thank you. Thank you for the support as always. Anyways, so moving forward, let's move on from that revelation now. Yesterday, I mentioned a while ago that we had a doctor's appointment with our OB yesterday at around 4 p.m. I just wanted to update you guys as to what happened, because the last appointment that we had, baby C was like laying low, and then I was prescribed this type of what do you call this, the support. So let me just put you guys here, because you guys are currently in him, but here's baby C. Let me just set you guys somewhere. Like, I just don't want to move. Like, I'm really comfortable in my spot, and I don't feel like getting up and grabbing my tripod. So I'll just set you guys. Okay, it's crooked, right? So kaya na mag-adjust. Tamad kasi, hindi kunin yung tripod. The tripod is in the bedroom. Wait. If you fall, at least you fall on the sofa. All right, so I hope this angle is okay. Sorry if it's a little bit crooked. I'll try and fix it when I edit it. Yesterday I was 32 weeks and, to be exact, 6 days. So I turned 33 weeks today. So it's a whole brand new week and we're just getting closer and closer and closer to our due date. So my due date is actually the 24th of February. But as you see, now I can share this. But considering that I have had, 3 kids already and I've gone through the pregnancy and given birth and all of them were actually normal. The thing is, I feel that for me, I'm not going to reach, the 24th of February. I feel that that's like way too far along. And like 24th of February would be like full term, as in 40 weeks, which I don't think I'm going to reach anyways, because all my muscles and all the things in my stomach and the uterus and everything is just all loosened up already, because I've gone through pregnancy in the past, which is normal. Like, this is something that my OB also explained to me, that yes, baby C, I know. It's kicking. This is something that our OB also explained to us, And another thing, you see, I feel that I have so much to share now since I was able to share to you guys my, biggest part of me. So another thing that my OB mentioned to us last time that we had a scan with him, when he found out that baby C was kind of close to my cervix, he said that the reason for this is because, you've gone through your previous pregnancy already. I guess what really bothered us back then when we went to that appointment was when he said that your cervix could get softer faster compared to someone who's going through a first pregnancy, since you've already gone through 3 pregnancies. So he said that keep the cervix closed, you have to take this, you have to take this. That's why I'm taking so many things like magnesium, and I'm also wearing the support, just so that baby C's weight isn't like put into my cervix and somehow makes my cervix softer and softer and softer. Because once it gets softer, it will open up and there's no way that you can, stop it from opening. Once the cervix, decides to open, it's gonna open. And I didn't know any of this. Like, to be honest, guys, my first 3 pregnancy, even just because I can't remember, of course, my first 2, because it's been like years. But my last pregnancy was 7 years ago. And honestly, I do not remember me having the knowledge of the cervix, what you will go through, or what you can go through when you go through labor. Like, what are the steps of labor pain? What are the things that you will encounter when you're about to go into labor? You're losing your mucus plug. I didn't know any of that. Like, the knowledge I had back then when I was back home, when I was pregnant with my last one, I didn't know. And it's crazy to think, because I've had 3 kids, yet I didn't know anything. Like, I didn't research, I guess, as much as I'm researching now. I guess it's because of the resource that I didn't have before. Like, I don't think I had Wi-Fi before. So that's the reason why. But now there's just so many things I'm understanding, and I feel that this feels like it's my first pregnancy, because I am just learning so much. There's just so many things that I didn't know before. It's scary in a way, because sometimes it's better not to know things to prevent being anxious, being scared of what could happen. But then again, it's also good to know things. It's also good to know what could happen or what you can go through, even if I've gone through 3 pregnancies. And like they say, guys, even if you've given birth before, every pregnancy is different. And I told you guys, there's so many things to say now. There's so much to share. And I told you guys that every symptom that I felt with baby C is all true. And I think it's because my first 3 pregnancy, I was pretty young, and I had baby C when I was, how old? 31 years old. So I know it's not old, but it's older than my previous one. I think it's normal to feel all these symptoms, to feel all this exhaustion, because I was younger back then. So that is the reason why I feel so relieved to be able to share with you what I shared with you in my last video, because now I can, express more of myself, express the fact that baby C is laying low because I've had 3 pregnancies and all that. So for me, it's nothing to worry about, because I know that it's normal. Everything loosens up when, you've given birth. So yeah, what was I saying before I started blabbing? Yeah, so my due date is the 24th of February. To be honest, I feel that I'll be giving birth around maybe the 2nd week of February, because my due date was on the 1st of January, which was New Year, and I gave birth on Christmas, like exactly Christmas time. Her birthday is Christmas. So I gave birth on the 25th. So that's like a week, or let's say 5 days away from my due date. Anyways, let me just update you guys. I said so many things, right? But let me just update you guys as to what happened yesterday. First and foremost, there are other tests that I need to do before the 19th of January. So these are tests regarding the cardiac. So they have to check my heart to make sure that my heart is good. Of course, you're gonna go through labor and your heart is probably gonna be pumping 10 times than it's usually doing. But here's another thing. This is something I never experienced in the Philippines. Now that it's like so much comparison that I can do with the pregnancy experience in the Philippines versus the pregnancy experience here. And there's so much to say, but that is one of them. I never had any like tests to check my heart thing. I never had any of that. There are so many tests that I did here that I never did in the Philippines. But I guess it's also the doctor. I have no idea. And I think that's another thing that you have to do if you do an epidural. The first 3 pregnancies I had, I didn't do epidural. It was all normal. I took the pain. I pushed them out on my own. This pregnancy, I don't know if I'm going to do an epidural. I feel like I don't want to do it because I've like researched that epidural.
Hey, what's up, people?
Hey, buddy.
What are you doing, man?
Where's your face?
Baby's coming, huh?
No, not yet. We still have
Maybe a month.
4 weeks
No, I
to
think
go.
it's 5 weeks.
5 weeks. Okay, we still have 5 weeks to go, guys. And it's gonna go by quickly. What was I saying? I forgot now. Oh yes, the epidural. So I don't think I will be going through the epidural in my last 3. I've never done it. And I've also like I've researched too much that, you know, I read somewhere that, you know, someone compared epidural versus non-epidural, and they say that the non-epidural, you recover quickly or quicker in terms of, let's say, getting up from the bed and all that, because with the epidural, of course, your bottom part is like all numb, so you can't really stand up right away and you may feel a little weak and all that. And also you have to have the catheter stuck inside you, and they have to take it out of you, and you have to go, you know, get the epidural on your back. So it's just so many things, and I just feel that, you know what, I don't think I'm gonna get it. And considering that this is my 4th pregnancy, I'm hoping and praying that my labor goes quickly and that I push this, you know, baby C out quickly as well, considering that it is my 4th pregnancy. This epidural was never an option for me in the Philippines. I don't know why they never offered it to me. You know, my last pregnancy or my last birth, I gave birth in a lying-in clinic, and they don't, you know, they don't actually do epidurals, obviously, because it's just a lying-in clinic. So if something wrong happens, and that was a big risk for me, but I gave birth in a lying-in, and let's say, for example, with lying-in clinics, if you are somehow, if there's something wrong and you have to give birth, like emergency C-section, they have to take you to the hospital. So something that they can't do because they're just, you know, a lying-in clinic. Okay, there's so many things to share, right? Okay, so going back, I need to do this cardiac testing to make sure that my heart is good and that there's nothing wrong. I have to do another blood test, blood sample test. There's so many things. Okay, let me just show you guys. All this I have to do. But all these ones that are ticked here, that's just like one blood sample. So they only have to draw blood like one time from me. So it's not like, you know, a lot. And then besides that, we also need to, my doctor actually needs to take a swab down there in my vajayjay to make sure that there isn't any like bacteria. And if there is, it's good to know ahead of time. By the 19th of, where's my phone? So by the 19th of January, which is my next checkup, I will be 33, 34, 35 weeks pregnant. He said that it's better to do this early, the swab thing down there, to make sure that if there's something, then we can, you know, catch it ahead of time. So there are a lot of tests that I need to do before the 19th of January. The swab I'm gonna do on the 19th of January. We have to go to my doctor again. And now let's move on to baby C. How is baby C doing? Honestly, he has been a very, very good boy, despite the fact that he keeps me up at night all the time. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see baby C's face because he's always like this. He's always has his hand in front of his face. He's like always stuck in the placenta. He thinks it's a pillow, so he's always like this, so we couldn't see his face. But there was one thing that we saw. Well, we were able to see his cheeks. He was like sideways, so I don't know if he's a chubby baby. Regarding his weight, he is weighing yesterday 2 kilos, which is good. So my last baby, my youngest, I gave birth to her at 3.4, I think. The others were around 2.4. So I'm expecting baby C to be around 3 point something. The thing is, Marco was actually really, really small. He was a small baby. He came out at, I think, around 2.5 kilograms. So you can imagine how small Marco was. So I'm not expecting a big baby, which is good because I don't want to be pushing out a big baby. So his position is right here is his feet, and then here is his back, and then at the bottom part below my belly button is his head, so he's already like that. So he's already in position, and every time he moves, I'm like talking to him and telling him, okay, don't move too much. You might do something to the cervix, or you might stimulate something there, so don't move too much. But he's been very active still, always active. So sorry guys if this turned into a pregnancy update video, but just one last thing before we proceed with our vlog. Yesterday when we did the ultrasound, I told you guys that we couldn't see his face, but we did the ultrasound and we saw his we saw him open his eyes. So he looked a little pissed, he looked a little upset, like, what is this thing poking me? So I will actually insert the video here to show you guys that, you know, when he opened his eyes, it wasn't the 3D or the 4D. I think it was just a 2D ultrasound where you can see him open his eyes. So that was kind of really cute. And ayun guys, wow, I said so many things. 24 minutes in this vlog and I have talked so much already. Obviously, I'm going to be cutting a few things, but ayan, that is our update for our appointment. Look at this weather. Whew, it's actually cold. Oh my goodness, what a rainy weather. What's the temperature? Let's check the temperature. What's the temperature? It's sunny, but it's not. It's like rain. That's like proper rain. It's actually only really cold in the house because I had to open the window here because I'm currently cooking. What am I cooking? Minestrone. Minestrone is good when it's raining like this and, you know, cold. Let me just get my robe because it's getting cold. I don't want to get sick. Let's get this. Actually, I'm going to use the new robe. I haven't actually worn this robe because I was thinking of bringing this at the hospital. No, I can wear it now. It's no problem. Alright. I don't think it rained this much last year. Yeah, I don't remember like raining so much last year. And good thing that this house has like heater because I know that there are some houses, like especially up in the mountains, if you like live farther up into, you know, not into the town. So what they do is they need like a fireplace. I'm cooking something that you've never tasted.
I'm scared.
Alright guys, so today's menu for dinner is I'm gonna do fried rice. I don't think I've ever done fried rice or showed you guys how I do my fried rice. I've just cooked the rice. It's still kinda, ano bang Tagalog sa, ano bang English sa in? Steaming. We're steaming the rice for it to cook properly. And then what I just add are the vegetables, which is the celery, which we will get here. Speaking of celery, nalagay ko nga pala ito sa freezer. Parang putla ako, no? And what else do I put? I also put carrots and peas, so I still have frozen peas in the freezer. And then sometimes I put corn, depending on my mood. So it's already cooked, but we need to cool it down. So what I just do is I'll give it 10 minutes to just cool down a little bit. Para main gusto. And then I will transfer it in this bowl para lumamig siya so that it'll cool down. And then we'll get going with the mixing and everything. So I have already sauteed our beef, which is in here. So I only did it with onion. I've already put pepper in it and salt. I'm just gonna let that cook for a while. And then our rice is also here in the bowl. I've already transferred it so that it cools down. Turn on the loudest one here, which you guys won't be able to hear me. So I'm gonna probably put in some background music instead of vlog.
yeah, I've been cooking the whole thing.
Your head is always chopped. I don't understand.
I just cooked. This one is my favorite.
Yes, I know. Should have spinach in it, but we don't have spinach. But it took about 45 minutes to cook this. I'll show you guys. Alright, and here is the outcome of our ching chong chong fried rice. This reminds me of the one in the Philippines in Chang.
One in the Philippines has actually shrimps.
Yeah, this one just has meat on it. You can always put eggs, but that's okay. This reminds me of chapan. Anyways, guys, bon appetito. This is our dinner for tonight. Like it? I can't put it on him. He's wearing his daddy robe. Bon appetito.
I'm a sweet baby.